Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with some news in regards to free agency and Tim Membrey. So, Mitch Cleary reports late last night, provided Tim Membrey gets the all clear in his medical, he will join Collingwood. The Pies have landed on him as their forward replacement. Early signs were strong for Jack Hayes, but the Pies made a late switch to Membrey. Delisted free agency opens November 1. So, he's effectively a shoe-in for that forward position, and a bit of common sense prevails around, do we go for Membrey or Jack Hayes? We know which player is more proven, is a seasoned veteran, and my thought process would be if Nathan Kruger got delisted most likely because he couldn't get a run at the game due to injuries for a large extent, then why would we bring in a like for like in Jack Hayes, who's older, 28 going 29 next year? You're just bringing in an older Nathan Kruger who is also unproven. So common sense prevails. We're going for Membrey. How did he go like this year? I think he kicked 30 odd goals, bounced back really well after missing a large portion of last season, and has the ability to swing down into the back line late in games when we need some respite. So that's a good, trick up his sleeve. And he's an unusual, has an unusual aerial approach to the ball. He jumps quite vertically and doesn't lift one of his knees, if you know what I'm talking about. Usually you lead with a knee when you jump, but he's got a standing vertical type of jump, which is it's not traditional or anything like that, but it works for him. And really, he is a needed player at Collingwood Football Club, to put it bluntly. Ash Johnson can't do it. Reece McInnes can't do it. Nathan Kruger couldn't do it. So naturally, you say, well, let's go find one who can, even though they're 31. We're in the window now. We know what we're doing. It's very clear in the trade period what we're trying to do. It's very clear what we're trying to do in delisted free agency. We're going to bring another 31-year-old. By all reports, Tomlinson will be coming at some stage as well. More developments to come there, but this one is basically over the line for it to be a shoe-in for Membrey to be in a black and white next year. What else have I got for you with Tim Membrey roles-wise? I guess let's talk about who makes way for him. And I'm going to say straight away, Mason Cox's position I wouldn't say he's in a precarious place with Membrey in the side, because we saw that when Mason Cox was absent from the team due to his injury/concussion, we struggled. We just struggled. The synergy, the balance between our smalls and talls wasn't there and hurt us at times. And what was most evident was the fact that Darcy Cameron couldn't ruck the whole game on his own, and Nathan Kruger and the likes could not help out Darcy Cameron to the level that was needed for it to be justifiable to not have Darcy Cameron rucking full time. So that's why I think Mason Cox's position isn't in jeopardy, unless the caveat is if he's having a horrific stretch of games where he's averaging less than 5 disposals, not kicking a goal, not taking any contested marks. That's the exception. But generally speaking, I think Mason Cox's position is quite safe, even with Membrey available. Even with Membrey and Cox in the same team, we've seen at stages this year, we've gone pretty tall. In that prelim final against GWS, we had Mixday, we had Mychek, we had Cameron, we had Cox. Who else did we have? It's pretty tall, right? It's pretty tall. So either we're going to go for three key tall forwards along with Cox and Cameron, and then it's a battle of the small forwards to keep their position. So it asks a bit out of Lockie Schultz and Bo McCreary to lift their game furthermore next year. It's good competition. And what's even better about this is we have different modes that we can play based on who our opposition is, based on the weather. If we're coming up against Western Bulldogs who have, that's a poor example, but if we come up against Brisbane who have Harris Andrews, they've got, what's old mate's name? I forget his name. But my point I'm trying to make without picking on a team is when they have a side with elite backmen. I mean, look at probably Hawthorn's probably a good example. They're going to have Battle, Barras, Sicily. Geez, I've just gone blank. It's too early in the morning. But if we have those elite back key tall defenders that we're coming up against, we'll go tall. And then if we come up against a side with really good smaller size defenders, then we can go relatively small. If it's raining, we go small. If it's elite weather, you go taller. So I think we'll see a lot of, I guess, change throughout the year. Ideally, we have stability from the start and we know what our best 23 is. I'd be intrigued to hear what you guys think in the comment section because I don't think it's an easy answer. There's three possibilities, right? You got Cox out, you got Membrey doesn't make the starting side, or a small forward won't play. And that's either Bobby, Billy, Bo, and Lockie. So one of those four, if we have three key tall forwards, one of them will fall short of the line, the starting line. And as far as list spots are concerned, right, as I said yesterday, we're currently at 39 after the delistings. We bring in Membrey, that takes us to 40. We bring in Tomlinson, that takes us to 41. We're probably not going to get Jack Hayes at this point, so we have 3 spots left, right? So we have 3 draft picks. Whether we use them or not, I'll save that for another video because I do have an interesting topic to discuss. But I imagine we pass on a couple of those draft picks and reserve them for the preseason supplementary period. Geez, it's hard to get your words out at this early in the morning, but we managed to do it. I hope I've made enough sense. But we'll see Membrey join Collingwood at the start of November when delisted free agency period opens up for the AFL. See you guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Go Pies.